Hello, and welcome back to our partner training series presented by ServingIntel for your point of sale system. In today's video, we will learn about the different options that your system has for settling a check and how they work. But before we dive in, let's take a high-level overview look of this function. The Settle Check function allows the user to split the check between multiple customers. The Settle Check function also allows the user to settle a check using various settlement types. Users can select from exact change, $5, $10, and $20 increments, and the next highest cash amount. Users can also settle with a gift or credit card when available. Sounds like pretty standard stuff, am I right? Well, let's take a peek behind the curtain and see what options we have for setting up our Settle Check function button. That way, we can decide what options we would like to activate to tailor this to our specific business style. We will begin in our back office. Once there, we will click the maintenance icon, followed by the button maintenance icon. This will bring us to our button maintenance configuration window. Once here, we will select Settle Check from the button name drop-down list located right here. Then we'll slide over here and click the Edit Function Data button. And this will bring us to our Settle Check button configuration screen. And here we see all of the options that we can enable for this function. The first option that we see is the Order Must Be Printed option. Enabling this option will cause any new items that have not been previously sent to be sent before the check can be settled, which is obviously something that we would like to enable, since this will help cut down on mistakes from our staff. The next option is the User Select Seats to Settle option. Selecting this option allows the user to select which seats to settle. Next, we see the Don't Print Modifier Items with a Zero Price option. Selecting this option causes modifier items that are no charge to be omitted from the guest receipt. And this is an option that we definitely suggest enabling because the final bill for our guest should not have any unnecessary information on it. This information can lead to confusion at the end of an otherwise great experience at your establishment. And moving on, we see that the next option is the Do Not Print Seats option. Selecting this option excludes the seat numbers from the printed guest check. Next, we have the option to Sign Off Employee after settling check. Selecting this option signs the employee off after a check is settled. And if we do select the Sign Off Employee option, we can see that the Automatically Print Unprinted Orders option becomes available to us. Selecting this option prints any orders that have not been printed before the employee is signed off. And the next option that we see is the option to Print on another terminal. Enabling this option prints the check from a different terminal, which would need to be selected from the terminal drop-down list just below. Below that, we have the option to allow a user to quick settle with pre-auth card. Enabling this option allows the user to settle a check with a pre-authorized credit card. And then moving on to our next option, we see the Print Extra Header Text option. If we select this option, we can add an extra line of header text at the top of the printed guest receipt. If this option is enabled, we would enter the extra text in the text box directly below. And then we move on to our receipt print options. We have three simple options to choose from here. First is Always Print Receipt, which will automatically print a receipt each time a check is settled. Or we can select the next option, which is Prompt User. This option will ask the user whether or not they would like a printed receipt upon settling a check. Or we can select to never have a settled check receipt printed by selecting the final option. And this, of course, is a matter of preference and largely depends on the type of business that you are in. So select the option that makes the most sense for your business style. And below that, we have the option to Display Sales Total. This option displays the sale total on the terminal screen after the sale has been tendered. And in conjunction with that option, we see the option to Display Change Due, which displays the change due on the terminal screen after the sale has been tendered. And once we have all of our settings configured the way that we would like them, we'll click File and Save. And that pretty much covers our Settle Check options. So go ahead and poke around and give some thought as to whether some of these advanced options might be beneficial to your business style. And make sure that you check out the other videos in the series to learn about all of the other amazing features that can help you unlock the full potential of your platform. And before you leave, don't forget to click the link below and subscribe to the ServingIntel channel. That way you can stay up to date on the latest tips, tricks, and new technologies available to you only from ServingIntel. And as always, if you encounter any issues with this or any other aspect of your system, please call the ServingIntel service desk for 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week premium software support by dialing 1-888-477-7711 and selecting extension 2. Support tickets can also be generated by sending an email to service@servingintel.com, and your support request will be handled quickly and efficiently by one of our highly trained and dedicated support staff members. Thanks again for tuning in to our Partner Learning Series, and be on the lookout for more helpful videos and tips coming soon. And most importantly, thank you for choosing Serving Intel for all of your restaurant technology needs.